I'm already in your head and I'm running around jogging.
Your job was good to dead and you can't get nothing by me. I'm already in your head and I'm running around jogging.
I'm fearless, I wake up like I'm made in this image. Walk around speaking truth, they hate it when they hear me. I'm fearless, welcome to the stage, you gon' get it. Essence, energy, around the fade in a minute, yeah. Fearless, welcome to the stage, you gon' get it. Essence, energy, around the fade in a minute, yeah.
The true church. You know what time it is. Fearless truth.
What's good, everyone? How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's having a good Saturday, wherever you may be. What y'all doing on the Saturday, man? Y'all watching college football? Enjoying the weather? What you all up to, man? Muslims, why are you not Christian? God bless, God bless. Only watching W. Let me see here. Make sure my YouTube comments aren't showing up here. Let me change that. Alright, it should be showing up now. What's up? Football and live streams? Yes, sir. Make sure if y'all in here, y'all double tapping that screen. Let's get them likes up. Yes, I am good. Absolutely. We sleeping in for this weekend? W for sure. I called off work to finally make a stream. That's a W right there. That's a W. Hope you enjoy, man. Hope you enjoy the stream. When did the stream start? Like, just started 5 seconds ago. Looking good. What's up, Curios? Guest requests are open if y'all are Muslim. Only if you guys are Muslim. We're taking up guests on TikTok right now. Appreciate the heart me. Nobody's topping that super chat for real. Let's go Mountaineers, man. What's up? Let me see. What's good? Appreciate all the gifts, guys. Guest requests are open. Did you just start the live? Yes, I just started the live. Debated Fauzi? Nah, he don't debate nobody. He just be posting videos. It was only $2 when I get paid. I got a 10 coming. W Mass. For sure, W Mass. Can you explain the Trinity for me? Like, what about it? How does it work? I don't know what you mean by how does it work. How does it operate? Like, how does, like, the persons exist? Like, that's a loaded question. Are you formally debating Leafy? No, because I was considering it, but then I debated him and caught him lying 3 times during the debate. So I'm like, you're not even worth my time, like, at all. W Curios, man. Yeah, that was just bad. I'm not gonna lie. Said the Trinity is 3 essences. Heck no. Leafy clipped you lying. No, he didn't. I never lied. I posted the video where he lied. What did he cook me on? That's what I thought. Is this the new thing? Leafy instead of Liviano now? Is that the new thing going on? Even though I literally post a video of him lying. Matter of fact, if anybody comes up saying he cooked me, I'm just gonna pull up the video I posted and ask them to explain why he lied 3 times. That's all I'm gonna do. That's all I'm gonna do. Nick's words out of context, terribly, yeah. Terribly. Smartest Muslim you debated? I don't know, bro. I don't know. W Rich joining the channel as a member. W, man. When you letting people up, whenever they join, man, we're just letting people up on TikTok right now. So, hello. Yeah, yeah. What's going on? Oh my gosh, what does that have to do with anything, bro? Bro. Oh, good lord. How long did you study for debating? A couple years. What do I get in the Patreon? Depends which tier you join. You get exclusive learnings. You can't hear the guess? Bro. Was it all y'all on YouTube that couldn't hear him? Or could any of y'all hear him? I'm just curious. Charging people to learn about the Bible is crazy. You might be slower than molasses. I literally teach people for free on here. How do I get mod? Just being here. Being here, like being here consistently. And if I see you in here consistently supporting, you can like eventually get mod. All you gotta do is ask. Can you answer my question? Yeah, guest requests are open. You say you couldn't hear him on there? Oh, I know why. My bad. I know why. Because when I do my intro, I have to turn my desktop audio off because it like plays double. And I forgot to turn it back on. So that's why you couldn't hear me. I'll be fine now. I'll be fine now. How many mods are in here? I don't have a ton of mods right now, so. Hello?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I just had a quick question.
Sure.
I've heard you say on a live before that humans can be granted omniscience if God wills. Is that true?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I think that's a logical possibility.
But then, isn't it like is like human nature is limited? So in what sense can we receive omniscience of knowing all
I don't
things?
think our mind is logically necessarily limited because mind isn't going to be like a physical thing.
So you would say there'd be no limit to our knowledge, that we can have the knowledge that God has?
Yeah, technically, if God wanted to, I would see no issue with him telling us everything.
Wouldn't this sort of mess up the essence energy distinction then? Because then would you say we would have knowledge of the essence, which is completely unknowable?
No, not necessarily. Because if it's unknowable, then by definition, it's not going to be a part of omniscience.
What do you mean it's not going to be part of
If something is
omniscience?
unknowable, then having omniscience isn't going to gain you knowing that because it's already unknowable.
But then that would mean that we have a different set of knowledge compared to God.
No, it wouldn't.
But God knows his essence.
If we say he knows it in the sense that he has the essence itself. Okay, so it's going to be like, there's a difference between like logical and like experiential knowledge and like intrinsic knowledge, etc. Like there's different sorts of knowledge. So you can be omniscient in one sense and one sort of knowledge. So like we can be omniscient in the sense of like prop knowledge, while God is omniscient in the sense of like the Logos. So there's different senses of omniscience.
So the omniscience that we're going to be given, is it going to be prop knowledge? Or is it different?
Yeah, if we're given stuff, it's going to be propositional knowledge typically.
So we just have the same amount of knowledge in different senses?
No, we're saying we can, not that we do.
Yeah, we can.
Yes.
So this would possibly like can happen in like the eschaton.
It's possible. It's a logical possibility, yeah.
So would you say that with every other like energy of God?
Well, knowledge, I don't know what you mean because knowledge isn't an energy. So I don't even know what you mean
What
by
about
it.
like, what about in the means of like power?
No,
No.
no.
Why would there be like a limit to that?
Because power is going to have to do with like the actual operations of yourself. We can't we can't like become the operations. We can partake in the operations, but we cannot become the operations.
And this is different to knowledge because how again?
Because it's of the energies, not of the essence.
But then power itself would still be of the energies.
No, power is going to be an action of the of the energies itself.
Oh, I mean it in the sense of like energies.
Yeah. So we don't have the energies, so we can't have omnipotence.
Let's see. All right, I think that's all answers my question. Thank you.
All right, yeah, no problem. Oh, by the way, for a comment saying that when I called Justin Martyr not a church father, it's because I said he would. If you actually keep watching the video, which they clipped out, it's because I said I call him an apostolic father. So typically in the church, you can either call people the pre-Nicene fathers. Some people call them church fathers. Some people call them apostolic fathers. I opt to call the pre-Nicene fathers early, as in Justin Martyr early. I opt to call them apostolic fathers rather than church fathers. So if you watch the clip of me saying Justin Martyr is not a church father, it's because I kept on saying how he is an apostolic father. But he clipped that part out, of course. So what's the shocker there?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, I got a question.
Yeah, you're too young, brother. Hate to break it to you, man. Christian Cope just wants views. Yeah, bro, they low-key embarrassing. He lied more than 3 times. I'll post a clip soon. W. Hello?
Hey, hello, how are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
I'm good.
Citing church fathers doesn't mean anything? Okay, come up in the request then. Prove me wrong, Dark Knight. Come on. Prove Christianity wrong. I'll give you the stage. All right, yeah, what's going on? What you got?
Yeah, so I am a Muslim, and the reason why I'm not a Christian is the Christian view of God, meaning God being a man. So that does not really resonate with me in the sense that if God is all powerful, he cannot be also a man.
Why?
Because a man has limitations, so I don't believe God can have limitations. I believe God is all knowing, and at the same time, he cannot be the one that does not know everything.
What's the issue with that if it's not in the same sense?
So, because if the way I see God and from the Islamic, because the reason why I accepted and embraced Islam is because of the idea of God being all knowing. And from the Christian perspective, God can be a man, and at that time, he is not all knowing when he is a man. So just being a man God, or maybe 3-person God, didn't make sense to me. And up to now, it doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, well, which one do you want to talk about? 3 persons being God or him being a human? 'Cause you're kind of going on 2 different topics right now.
God being a man God, or worshiping a man God instead of just
Yeah,
God.
that's not going to be an issue that he becomes a man because he's a man. By him becoming man, he takes on a whole different nature. It's not him changing from becoming divine to human. He doesn't change his divine nature.
Yeah, so I mean, then what's the difference from that and other people who worship maybe a monkey or maybe a cow?
That those monkeys don't have the divine nature.
I mean, they say it has a divine nature, like cows, or maybe Krishna and stuff like that. So if you say,
Well, they don't believe Krishna's a human. So, like, what? That's not even like it's not even like analogous. I don't even know what you're like trying to get at.
so my point is, if God can change, or God can be a man, even though not his nature, but he can choose to be a man, then I don't think that's fit the definition of God. That is my point.
So, okay, who is the one who gives the definition of God?
Because I believe God should be all-knowing. For example, he should
And
be.
Jesus was all knowing because he didn't lose his divine nature.
Jesus was not all knowing.
Yes, he was.
He didn't know the hour.
Yes, if you read that word in the Greek, that word there is oide, which just can mean to reveal or make known.
And A, he didn't know the hour. B, he also said he was not. They shouldn't call him good.
They did not say they shouldn't call him. He didn't say you shouldn't call me good. He didn't say that.
All right. So the thing is, why you call me good? For there is only one good. So if he says there is only one good, meaning he is not good, that's simple.
That's a rhetorical question.
It doesn't require rocket science to understand that.
Yeah, it doesn't require rocket science to understand it was rhetorical. So if he wasn't good, why did he call himself the Good Shepherd?
And he make it clear that there is only one good.
Okay, if he made it clear there's only one good, then why did he call himself the Good Shepherd after?
So meaning he contradict himself. Is that what you're saying?
No, but answer the question. Why did he call himself the Good Shepherd?
That's what I'm saying. Meaning he contradict himself.
No,
right?
meaning it was a rhetorical question. It's not rocket science.
To say, do not. To say, first of all, why call me good?
That's a rhetorical question.
But the statement or the phrase, there is only one good, that is crystal clear.
There's only one good, and then he calls himself good later, which means he is that one good.
And I mean, if you say because he's called himself a good shepherd, in another verse, rhetorically he said, there is only one good. There is still a contradiction in that sense. Because it does not still mean the same.
How is that a contradiction? He is that one that's good.
Okay, can you explain what you mean by that?
Bro, if he's saying he's the only one that's good and he calls himself good, then clearly he's saying he is the only one that's good.
He said he's not. He said there is only one good. And he didn't count himself. He said his Father.
He didn't say the Father there. He said God. Why you keep lying on the verse?
Is God the Father?
Yeah, and so is the Son. So how do you know it's talking about the Father or Son?
The Son too is the Father.
Huh?
Is the Son the Father?
No, they're the same God, not the same person.
Okay, so in some translation it said my Father. There is only one good, and that one good is my Father. Some other translation maybe might use God.
There's no translation that says Father. Show me one.
All right, I will put it out right now.
Great, can't wait. Can't wait for one translation. We will wait. He not gonna find one because it don't exist, by the way. If y'all ain't here, make sure y'all double tap that screen, get them likes up. W chat. Yeah, I'm glad to see Ali and Carolina are getting together after they used to be in here fighting. Oh, wow, he left. That is crazy. Come on, man. That is crazy. Oh, y'all wasn't fighting. Y'all was like, y'all used to subtweet each other in here. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, what's going on?
Nothing much. How about you?
Nothing. What you got?
I got a question. I'm a Christian. Okay, so is there a difference between essence and nature?
That's my bestie. Oh, I got text to say otherwise. What you said, is there a difference between essence and nature? Not necessarily, no.
Okay, and the reason why I asked that is because I had just watched a video last night, which, like, kind of, I wouldn't say it confused me, but there was this Eastern Orthodox guy who had said that essence and nature are distinct in that essence is like specifically and hypostasized, and that's when you call it nature, and he made that distinction.
I mean, if he's using it in a different way, then sure. But like I'm saying, that doesn't necessarily be different. Some people will say it's different because essence will like refer to something that's actually has personhood, which is fine. But Just depends.
Hmm.
So yeah.
So,
Yeah, appreciate you hopping up, man. I'm just taking up Muslims, so appreciate y'all. Love from Romania. W with a $10 super chat. W Shoney. Love from Romania. Appreciate you hopping in, man. Hello.
Hey, hi, how are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
Very good. So I am a Muslim, thank God, and a whole chapter is dedicated to Jesus in the Quran, that he was born from a Virgin Mary. We do believe that he is one of the greatest prophet of God, and the Quran clearly informs us that God was not born from anybody, nor did he have a son. And Jesus is one of the greatest messenger of the one who created the Milky Way galaxy and all the other galaxies that exist in the universe. And on the day of judgment, not to disappoint Jesus, everybody is going to be called by their mother last name, because he didn't have a father.
All right.
He didn't have a father.
All right. So, what evidence do you have the Quran is truly from God?
What evidence do you have that the Bible is
Yeah,
from
bro, I'm
God?
asking you. You brought up the Quran, so I'm asking you what evidence you have the Quran is truly from God.
Yes, so we are believer, just like yourself. That you are you a believer?
Bro,
Do
not
you
in it,
believe in
not
God?
in the Quran. So, what evidence do you have the Quran is truly from God?
Do you believe in God?
Yes. What evidence do you have the Quran is truly from God?
So Muhammad, in the Torah, if you go back to the Old Testament, in the Torah and also in the Bible that they change, it clearly say that in the last day, a messenger will come on the name of Ahmad, and Ahmad is another name for Muhammad. So
Show
we
me what
are
verse. Show
pretty
me. Show me the verse.
it's in the Quran. I am at work right now. I
You
don't
said
have
it's in the
Quran
Torah.
with me. It's also in the Torah
Show
too, and
me.
also in the Bible.
Show me.
I don't have that stuff with me right now, but it's so clear. The one who created us cannot have a son. He is very unique from us. God is not a human. So, like in the Quran, it says that people are
Okay. Well, when
blind
you
for.
have evidence, come back up and let me know, man. Just let me know. You like, bro. Is nobody gonna give evidence?
Yo,
Yeah. What's going on?
yeah, chapter 5, verse 16, the king of Solomon, Old Testament. Oh, that's where the Sayyidina Muhammad is
Oh.
mentioned.
Oh, that's where Muhammad's mentioned.
Yeah.
Is that so? So it's not talking about Solomon's wife.
No.
So because it says Muhammadin, my lovely, is that what you think is
Do you
Muhammad?
speak Hebrew? Do you speak Hebrew?
I know what it says in Hebrew.
Do you speak Hebrew?
I know what it says in Hebrew.
Say the letters right now. Say Hebrew letters.
It's Muhammadin. That's what it says.
It does not. No, exactly.
Oh, it doesn't?
Muhammadim, yo.
Is that the same? Is that the same thing as Muhammad?
Yes.
Muhammadin or Mahmadin is the same thing as Muhammad.
Is plural of respect. I just told you that.
So let's read it and let's see if this is talking about Muhammad, guys. Let's see, okay? His legs are like pillars of marble, set on bases of fine gold. His mouth is most sweet. And let's go up a little bit. His cheeks are like beds of spices, banks of scented herbs. His lips are like lilies.
You guys what is the word Muhammadim? What does that word mean in English? What did you guys translate it to?
It means altogether lovely.
The praised one, right? So that's what he means. He said Ahmed. That's what that means. You cannot mistranslate a name. That's why you guys failed on that one. So you guys.
Can you
got
give me
caught.
any translation doesn't translate it as lovely? Even you can even give me a Jewish translation.
Well, you could ask any person to speak Hebrew. You obviously not one of them.
So then give me
You
anything.
don't speak
Okay,
Hebrew.
so
You
if
barely
that's
speak English.
true,
Right.
so if
No, it's
that's
true.
bro,
That's
so if
100%
that's
true.
true, give me any person, either Christian or Jew, who translates it other than lovely.
Bro, I don't need a translator. I know my own language.
Oh,
I
so
speak
you know Hebrew?
Yeah.
You know Hebrew.
No, I have cousins who speak Hebrew.
So
and
how the frick do you know?
Because I tell you, I go and ask.
Okay, and
Cousins
I've
who
asked
speak
Dr. Michael Brown, and he says no in my interview.
No. Okay. I actually took the time to research. Did you do that?
Yes.
Do you know the alphabets in Hebrew?
Do you know the alphabets in Hebrew?
I do.
Okay, great. Let's
That's
pull
what
it
I
up then.
tell
Let's see.
you.
Let's
Yeah.
pull it up then. Let's see.
Yeah.
So if you know the alphabet, then you know
you're
what
gonna
they.
make it look. You're gonna make it look yourself stupid more because you
Alright.
don't know. You want to learn, I can teach you.
All right, we're gonna find out.
And stop trying to argue with some that you
All
have.
right, hey, let's see.
Okay. Look up the word, the letters of that word.
Hey, now we gonna pull it to
Look
Hebrew.
up the
Don't worry,
letters,
bro.
and then look it up. Yeah, it's fine.
And I'm gonna give you some words, and I want you to tell me. I want you to tell me what these words mean, okay?
You know,
I'm gonna give you like 3 Hebrew letters.
You don't have to learn the language.
Okay, I'm gonna give you like 3 Hebrew letters here.
This dude's an idiot. So basically, what I was saying was,
I got it right
you
here.
don't have to. You don't. I'm talking about memorizing it. I wasn't talking about knowing that by. Like,
No.
reading.
You know it. Come on.
Yeah.
You said you know it, so I'm gonna show you. Let's see.
Sadi, Ayan, Gayan. See, I know it. That's why I'm saying you stupid.
Okay, if I'm stupid, what are the letters there?
See, that's English. It's not even Hebrew.
That's English? In the search bar?
Like I said, man, I never said I knew the language.
Yes, you did. You said you know. You said you know the alphabet.
I have the awareness.
Come on. What is that? What is that?
I can use Google to check the
No.
letters.
Don't use Google. I took the time to study.
And I actually compare
I took the time to study.
And yes,
Come on, tell
check the
me.
words in the Bible
What are
and
those
compare
letters?
the
You
letters.
said you knew the alphabet. What are those letters?
I don't have to have a.
Come on,
degree
you
or
said you knew the letters,
or ask
so you
somebody
don't know the letters.
Random and guess what the word.
Embarrassing. You have no clue what you're talking about. Y'all just be lying. I love testing folks because y'all just be dead lying. Y'all just be dead lying. It's kind of hilarious. I'm not even gonna lie. New argument. Trust my cousins, bro. No, for real. W curious with the super chat. Hello. Hello.
Yo.
What's up?
What's up, man?
What's up?
What you saying? Why we're not in Christianity? That's your question?
Yeah.
Because we already believe in Christianity. We believe in Jesus.
You don't believe he's God?
Now, you know, there's a difference between belief and follow, right? So you could believe in a Mary, you could believe in a freaking devil, but do you follow the devil, right? The same thing. Sit down.
Huh? What does that have to do with him
There's
being
different-
God, bro? What?
What I'm trying to teach you is, you could believe whatever you want. It's not what you believe; it's what you follow.
Okay, do you follow that Jesus is God?
No, we do not.
Okay, then you don't follow true Jesus.
So there's a true one. So there's a
Yes.
fake one.
Yeah, there's fake. If you make Jesus out to be somebody he's not, then yes, you made a fake Jesus.
So who's the real one? How did
God,
the real
he's
one-
God. The one who's in the Bible.
Oh, go ahead, put it in. He
What?
is?
Yes.
So who's God to you? So you only have one God?
Yes, I only have one God.
So Jesus is God?
Yes.
So Jesus made you?
Yes.
How did he make you?
From his power.
Oh. I never seen a human make somebody out of power.
You've never seen a human create anything, like create life out of his own power?
I mean, if he has sex with a woman, yeah.
So besides
having
having sex with a woman, a man cannot create life out of its own, like, man can't create life, right?
he could create life, but he has to have sex, right? He can't
So
just
without
create
having
life.
sex, Man can't create life.
No.
That's crazy.
That's
That's so that's crazy. So then wait. So then in the Quran, how did Jesus create a clay bird from nothing? A living bird.
I've never heard of that.
You never heard of that one, have you? You haven't read the Quran, it looks like.
Doesn't matter what I read or what did I read.
Thought you were a Muslim. Wait, you can't hear you when you're off the screen. Can't hear you when you're off the screen.
Wait. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
I'm asking you, how did Jesus create a bird in the Quran then?
I don't know about that one, but I'm telling you how did he created man.
No. You said you cannot create, so you just went against your own Quran. You're not a Muslim anymore. You just went against Allah. Alhamdulillah.
Actually, Jesus never created a bird. God created the bird through him.
That's not what it says.
It doesn't say that.
How do you know? You never read it. Bro, get off the line, dude. This is embarrassing, bro. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Oh, this is embarrassing. Thank you for super chat, man. Appreciate y'all. Bruh. Just smoked his own Quran.
Yo,
What's up?
what's up, my boy? Hey, are there any flaws in the Bible?
Like theological flaws? Like depends what you count as a flaw.
Jesus didn't know the hour.
Yeah, it's not a
But
flaw.
you guys say, hold on, but you guys say Jesus is all knowing because he's God, right?
Yes, that
So
word.
if
Yeah.
if he's all knowing, how doesn't he know the hour?
Yeah, he does. That word in the Greek is oide. That word can just mean to make known or to reveal. So he's saying he's not the one that reveals it.
Okay. Okay. And also the Holy Trinity just doesn't really make sense to me. So can you explain it?
It's three distinct persons that have one essence.
So they're all equivalent to each other?
They're equal in power and nature, yeah.
They're equal to power and nature.
They're
So
equal in power and nature.
okay, so the Father is God and Jesus is the Son of God.
You said he's father's what? Hello? 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 Bro. Okay, come back up, I guess, if like you figure it out. I don't know what's going on there. Hello? Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, what's going on? Okay, bro, I don't know what's going on with this dude.
Yo, what's up, bro?
What's going on?
Yo, I have a question.
Alright, sure.
So if Jesus is your God, right? And he died on a cross, like, could you explain how he's your God?
Yeah, because death is separation of spirit and flesh. So God simply came down, took on flesh, and then left that flesh.
Wait, so your God, he dies. So
Yeah,
he
he
could die?
takes on flesh and he leaves that flesh. That's what death is.
Could you tell me where that's from?
The Bible?
Yeah, like, exactly. Like, could you tell me, like, what page so I could look at it myself?
Where it talks about death?
Yeah.
John chapter 20, where it says that after Jesus died, he ascended.
Here, 1 sec. Let me check.
Okay.
Wait, you said John what?
You can look at John 18, 19, and 20, where it talks about Jesus' crucifixion, what happened when he died. By the way, sorry guys. If y'all see me keep looking down, I'm trying to keep up with the college football scores here, bro.
It says something about him being arrested. It doesn't say anything about him dying or being resurrected.
After he was arrested, he died. That's why you got to read chapter 19. All right, just go ahead and read that and come back, I guess. I don't really got all day.
Yo, what's up?
What's up, man? What you got?
First thing first, I have a little bit of an accent, you know. I'm not my English is not my first language, not even my second. But what I wanted to say is, I just wanted to answer the question why I am not a Christian. So I'm not here to tell you that your religion is wrong or right. I actually also totally think that that Christianity as a system or as a religion totally function, and the way you guys interpret the Bible, it makes all sense, you know. My problem starts with the origins of that religion. As you might know, like Christianity is connected to Judaism, you know. And for someone who was totally interested in your religion and also wanted to believe in what you guys believe, I started reading the Old Testament and also stepped out and started, reading the Torah and the Tanakh. And what surprised me is just the way the Torah or the Tanakh describes the Messiah, the Messiah, the one who will come from the house of David, and it is it's just, I don't know, like the God in the Old Testament is just so damn monotheistic. He didn't even want the Messiah to become.
So you got like an argument or something, or?
Yeah, my argument is that if you want people to believe in Christianity as a singularity, it would totally function. But the problem with Christianity is it is apart of a different thing. It's a part of, Judaism, or I would describe it as an Abrahamic faith, and there's where the problem starts. The God of the Old Testament is a total monotheist. Like, he wants people to believe in
Bro, the God of the Old Testament is the same God of the New Testament, bro.
And only his word, and you be seeing Christians nowadays, and even though you believe that the Trinity is a thing, it doesn't go along with what that God in the Torah or in the Tanakh wanted people to believe in. It's just, this is what made me a bit let's just say confused.
Bro, I'm telling you, the Old Testament, New Testament have the same God, so I don't know what's confusing.
It definitely doesn't. It definitely doesn't. At least this was my, observation.
Okay, how can you show me? Or do you want me to show you in the Old Testament God's still multiple persons?
Listen, where did you find anything that God is multiple persons in the Old Testament?
Genesis 1:26, where it says, "Let us create man in our image."
Yeah, this says nothing.
What do you mean it says nothing? Us and our are plurals, right? So why does God refer to himself in the plural?
Because it is a way of speaking highly. This is how he put himself in a higher position.
That's not what us means, dude.
This is what us mean, actually, in a Semitic language.
No, it's not. That's called a royal we. Those didn't exist in the early Hebrew.
It did.
I literally have a whole YouTube video of the scholar Dr. Michael Brown who confirms that this was not a royal we.
Like, for my information, I also speak a Semitic language.
That has nothing to do with you understand. Okay, you don't understand Paleo Hebrew, though. I promise you don't. Because that language don't even exist anymore.
All right, all right. But I have never seen any Jewish scholar like describing the us as, you know, a plural.
Okay, I just gave you one, Dr. Michael Brown.
He's not Jewish, he's Christian.
Huh? Dr. Michael Brown ain't a Messianic Jew? Buddy, what? Do a quick Google search. Dr. Michael Brown. He will come up. Messianic Jew. He is a Jewish scholar.
Is he?
Yes. Just all you gotta do is look him up, bro. He's very famous.
All right, all right. I will check him out. I will check him out. Because from my understanding, the way I, you know, read that verse, it just spoke out like we or us is just a form of royalty.
Okay, no, not in that. Not there. Again, that's why we have scholars who say otherwise.
It's freestyle. I'm not freestyling, bro.
You kind of are, because you said he's not a Jew, but you don't even know who he is. So you kind of are.
All right, bro. Appreciate it.
All right, bro.
Very much.
It's tough out here, bro. Where's everybody at on YouTube, man? It's Saturday, so everyone's out or something? We got 150 on YouTube, man. Where's everybody at? It's not just YouTube City, though. He just said he's not Jewish, but didn't even know who he was. Yeah, I mean, how you gonna say someone's not something, but not even know who he is? Like, everyone watching football? Yeah, probably. I wanted to be watching football right now, but I'm like, I'm gonna be consistent for y'all. I think Mary is sinless, not of ancestral sin, but a personal sin. They forgot that 1 + 1 = 9. I know, bro. I did forget that. That's my fault. Bro, what the heck? I did forget that. It's tough. I quit watching football years ago? Nah, that's crazy. Does Orthodox believe in the Immaculate Conception? No. It's your team? For what? For college is West Virginia. Even though I think we're losing right now, so I don't even really want to say it. Football darkens the news? Heck nah. Football enlightens the news. How do Muslims get to heaven if not through Jesus? They can't. Impossible. NFL squad, Steelers. Staying drunk on you, vibe. You're compilation I did exposing Libiano to rough 54 minutes. That's funny. You'll have to send it to me, man. We don't need a man to get us to heaven. Yeah, y'all need God. That's why Jesus is God. Ugh, Go Browns is crazy. Who gave you a membership? I tagged you? Alright, bet, bro. Cards and Ravens? What the heck? Football is St. Maxine for sure. Listen, if St. John of Damascus lived today, he'd probably play football. Football theologian. Why aren't you Muslim? Because the Quran makes no sense. The Quran, there is no good reason to believe the Quran is from God. I'm telling you, the only like when people come up here and I ask them why they believe in the Quran, it's almost always because the Quran says it's from God. Almost always. Like, it's crazy. I'm telling you. I think I already asked, can I upload a clip from one of your lives? Yeah, of course, Christ. You can definitely upload clips of me. Don't mind. Nothing y'all do matches what Jesus did. Oh, I didn't know him saying go out and preach to all the nations, and then us going out and preach to all the nations wasn't like what Jesus did. That's crazy. If you go to Ravens versus Steelers game in January, I'll buy a ticket and fly out. We can meet up. That'd be hard. That'd be hard. I ain't gonna lie. Something that low key hard. Yeah, low key. I like it. The P in Islam means peace. Not for real. I got one video YouTube short lined up to edit from Nick W, man. That'll be cool. Make sure you tag me in the titles. I want to watch it, bro. Will we ever do a fan meet and greet? I guess if I get famous one day, sure. But I ain't even nothing, bro, right now. I'm a nobody. The P in Islam, that's the joke. There's no P in Islam. There's no peace in Islam. Why would Yahweh decide to become a savior? He always was a savior. Even in the Old Testament, he said he was the savior. Whose work best refutes oneness I can study? Oh, a lot of the early fathers. So what you'll want to look at is look up early church works against Sabellius. All right, so modalism comes from a guy called Sabellius. It used to be called Sabellianism. So look up early church fathers against Sabellius, and you'll find tons of good works there on that. Also here, have some more money. Appreciate the $20 super chat. Guys, a lot. Thanks, man. Appreciate that, brother.
We don't.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, bro.
What's up?
How are you, bro?
I'm good. What you got?
Alright, I just wanted to ask, were humans created before or after animals in the Bible?
Were humans created after animals? Yeah.
But in the Bible, it says there weren't. Well, one part says there were and one part says there wasn't, so it's contradicting itself.
No, it doesn't. Genesis 2 is talking about the creation specifically in the garden. Genesis 1 is talking about the general creation.
But in Genesis 1, verse 25-27, it says animals first and then humans. And Genesis 2, verse 18-19, it says man first and animals.
Which is quite literally why I said if you read Genesis 2 is talking about the creation within the garden itself. So it's talking about how Adam and Eve named the animals and how God put them in front of them to name the animals. Genesis 1 is talking about creation as a whole. Genesis 2 is in the garden specifically.
Alright. Sorry, he left the chat.
What? Something wrong with these dudes, bro. They ain't got no good argument. They just start giggling like some girls when they realize their argument didn't work. Hello? Good talk. Bro, Georgia's only winning by 18. This is absurd. Bible says Adam named the animals. Yeah, it's Genesis 2 is speaking about like the creation specifically in the garden. Just laughing at how he got scammed for the Dawa script. Nah, for real. He's like, dang, it didn't work like I thought it would. That's unfortunate. It's a tough scene, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's a tough scene when you know, you thought you had something and you don't, man, you know? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, what's going on?
What's going on, man? Just a quick question. Why do you think Islam's wrong?
Because it leads people away from the truth that Jesus is God.
Oh, what makes you say Jesus is God?
The Bible, the church fathers, etc.
Okay, what verse?
We go to Revelation 22:13, for instance.
And that goes.
He says, "I am the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end."
Okay, and that just means he's God. He never said it specifically word for word. I'm God.
Even his own disciples called him God. They called him their Lord and their God.
And that's in the original Testament, not any like the King James Bible or anything like that.
What's the difference between the original Testament and the King James?
Oh shit, I don't know, man.
I know you don't, bro. Like, bro, it's like we are getting the lowest of tiers today. Like, we are actually getting the lowest of tiers today. Is it in the original Testament or the King James? Oh, Lord have mercy. I love when they use the exact word fallacy. And they always do.
Yo, Libiano cooked you, bro. Libiano cooked you, bro. Libiano cooked you,
I know
bro.
you're not being serious. So do you have an argument? No? Okay, great. That was embarrassing. I ain't gonna lie, screaming for another man like that is crazy, bro. Like, you might as well just got on your knees.
Libiano didn't cook. Libiano didn't cook. Libiano didn't.
For real. For real. Oh, good Lord. I guess he cooked me by saying rocks are persons, bro. You got me. I ain't gonna lie. You got me. I'm cooked, gang. A grown man, by the way. The grownest. I heard dogs are persons today as well. Yeah, that was on my live the other day. Do you think Justin Martyr is a church father or just a saint? Yeah, when I said that, I'm talking about because I call him an apostolic father, not a church father. Typically, when we're talking about the people that are early, like pre-Nicene, they're going to be called apostolic fathers, not really called church fathers. So, yeah. But he cut out that part. Hello?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, why aren't you pooping right now?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on today.
Hello?
Yeah, what's going on?
So it says here, Muslims, why aren't you Christian? Good question, buddy. Because I grew up as a young individual, and I was grown up to just be Muslim. Okay, I started as a youngin, 1 year old, 2 years old, and I grew up in a Muslim household. Okay.
So you admit you don't actually have like a good reason? You just kind of grew up that way?
Well, I mean, dude, you're asking why aren't I Christian, right? And I just grew up to be a Muslim, bro, and that's just the reality of it. Are you asking your question?
I mean, that's fine. That's fine to say if that's why. I'm cool with that. I'm just asking, like, so you believe like you don't actually have like a reason besides the fact that you just grew up in it?
Not really. No. I mean,
Okay,
besides that,
fantastic. So, like many people, you just don't look into religion. You just grew up in it and don't even think twice.
You didn't answer my question.
Oh, this is the same.
Why aren't you pooping?
Oh, oops, same shit. Make sure I go ahead and get him up out of here quickly. He doesn't know what a prompt is, bro. No. Please only request if y'all are Muslim. I don't know why this guy is requesting again after he came up here and cried. Libiano cooked. Why would I let you back up again, bro? Andrew Wilson TikTok invasion stuff, bro. It's gonna be scared. I literally let you up and you just cried about Libiano. What are we talking about? Hold on, real fast. I'm gonna just bear with it for a sec. I'm gonna let this guy up so I can block him real fast. Hold on.
You're not answering the question. You why aren't you pooping? I don't get it. Muslims.
All right, sorry guys. I just had to do that real fast so I could block him. Just had to do that. I need to have more. I need to. Here, Val, you need to comment real fast so I can make you a mod so you can block folks, bro. You're going crazy, bro. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, what's going on?
Why is it lagging? Yo, what's up?
Good lord, what the hell? Dang, bro, what's up with your mic? It's so many people to mute and block at one time. If only I had block abilities, bro, like nobody has a block. When I gave people mod, I didn't give anybody block abilities normally. So I'll have to go change that at some point. Like, you're not the only one. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, what's going on?
So is there more room for elaboration here, or what? You're just gonna block me?
I mean, if you don't have elaboration for what, you don't.
Well,
you don't have an argument against Christianity.
Not yet. You didn't give me no time to speak, bro.
Do you have an argument against Christianity?
So I can sit there and say what parts of the Quran or what parts of my teachings makes me believe this. So in other words,
well, I'm asking you, do you have an argument against Christianity? Is my question.
Yeah, of course I do.
Okay, can you give me an argument against Christianity?
So I was told by my God that it was him on the that it wasn't him on the cross, right? And you say otherwise, right? Right?
I said yeah.
Okay. So I have my reasons to believe that I was correct and you're wrong, right?
So what would be your reason to believe that your book is right and the Bible's wrong on that?
Well, because of there's what's on paper and what's not, and my own thinking, my own logic.
Okay, what about your own logic and thinking made you believe and think that the Quran is right on this and the Bible's wrong?
Because I'll say this, bro. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense how he's just gonna do this. Okay, put his only son there. It doesn't make sense, bro.
What doesn't make sense about that? If the Old Testament prophesied it would happen, what doesn't make sense about it?
The fact that he would just send his own son to do that, you know, and then if it didn't click, think about like a fingerprint thing. Okay, you open up a safe, you make a safe in your room, right? A vault, and your fingerprint is on that. What would you do? That rang a little signal in your brain. What do you have to say about that?
What the frick are you talking about?
Okay. So if it wasn't him on the cross, or if it was, okay, I'm just trying to provide this. I'm just trying to tell you this analogy of the safe, a vault, right? Just put the bullshit to the side, the relationship. I want you to understand the idea of what I'm trying to say here, okay? You have a vault in your house, right? And you have a lot of money in there, and you want no one going in there, so you put your fingerprint there, right? Your own fingerprint, your own eye scan. Okay, you get where I'm coming from there now, or no?
I really tried to listen that time and actually understand what he might be trying to say, but like literally all this dude said is, what if you put a safe in your house? That's literally all he was saying, bro. Hello?
I'm not Muslim, but...
Bro, today is just something else. Okay. I don't even. Helmet user? Yeah, probably.
Other.
Yeah, what's going on?
I was going with saying that guy was funny. He's talking about fingerprints. I want to make an argument against Christianity, right?
Okay.
So my argument is something that has to do with crucifixion of Jesus.
Okay.
All right. So the argument I'm making is, I don't think Jesus was crucified, first of all, because, first of all, I'm a Muslim. I'm coming from a Muslim perspective, right? That Jesus wasn't crucified. That's not just Islamic thing. Second thing is, God, Yahweh, I think, am I right to say Yahweh is God for Christianity, right?
Yes,
I could be
Yahweh is
wrong.
God.
Okay, I could be wrong. Thanks for correcting me, right? So, Yahweh sends his loved son, Jesus, to come to this world to die for the sins he created for every single Christian in the world, excluding people who don't believe him, right? And then from the beginning, Yahweh created everyone equally, and Yahweh loves everyone. So that from that logic, it doesn't make sense.
But what about that doesn't make sense though?
But why will God send his own son to
Because it
die
was
for the sins?
prophesied by the prophets of the Old Testament that he should do that so that we can be partakers of the divine nature. That's the only way we can actually be partakers of the divine nature.
So say that again, please. Sorry.
Okay, so the only way we be able to be partakers of the divine nature is if God partakes in our nature, so then we can partake in his.
Right. So let me ask you a question. Why did Mary have to give birth to Jesus?
Because that's the only way he could actually incarnate.
Could God not send Jesus from heaven, and when he was fully grown, what was the point of Mary giving birth to Jesus?
Then that wouldn't have been an actual incarnation then.
No, it's a
It
question.
would have just been an appearance. It wouldn't have been an actual incarnation.
Would that not have made more sense than Jesus being born? From the Virgin Mary.
What? No, it wouldn't have.
Why? Explain.
Because it wouldn't have been a full incarnation, bro. It would have just been an appearance.
Right. So do you believe that Jesus is coming back?
Yes, Jesus is coming back.
All right. So where is Jesus at the moment? Let's just talk about if he's coming back at the end of time. Where is he now?
He's in heaven.
All right. So Jesus is already in heaven. So God already put Jesus in heaven. Right. And the people here who don't believe in Jesus, they die, then they go hell. So right. So from that logic means that God is biased. He put Jesus heaven, and everyone in this world who's a Christian, died for their sins, and those who are born and they're not Christians, they just die and they go hell. That doesn't seem to be, it doesn't make sense somehow.
Yeah, it did make sense. So Jesus, even though he's in heaven, he's still going to be omnipresent.
Right.
Because he's God. So him taking on flesh, he doesn't lose the divine nature.
But you said that Yahweh is God. So the Trinity, first of all, right? So this is the thing about it. So we have the Father, we have the Son, and we have the Holy Spirit, right? So my argument here is, do you think, let me use the correct one. Is Yahweh and Jesus, do they share consciousness, first of all? Let me ask you that question.
Do they share consciousness? They have the same mind. The Father and Son have the same mind.
The same mind. But they share the same spirit, basically, then. The same...
I don't know what you mean by spirit. Do you just mean they have the same immaterial reality? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So they have the same mind, but the Bible tells us that the Yahweh and Jesus they're two separate things. Because Yahweh being the God, and Jesus being the Son of God.
Bro, I'm trying to figure out what your argument is. I'm being honest. What is your argument?
I don't even.
You don't even, bro. I swear I feel like I am losing it today. I feel like I am losing my mind today. Nah, bro, I'm losing my mind. I gotta be. Oh, good God.
Mother, that little rapper slut, bitch. Fuck you, hoe.
What the hell? Oh my God, bro. I'm so glad y'all are on YouTube and not on TikTok, bro. I'm so glad, dude.
Do you want to recite the Nicene Creed with me?
What?
The Nicene Creed? The Nicene?
Why?
I don't know, just really quick.
I ain't gonna lie, this is gonna be a quick live, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is gonna be a quick live. Holy cow, bro. Holy cow. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Hello.
Yeah, what's going on?
Nothing much. So I had a question.
Okay.
If you don't mind me asking, right?
Yeah, sorry.
Can you
It's not,
please
I'm not.
define-
Yeah, just go ahead. Yeah, it's not you.
So, can you define what idolatry is?
Yeah, idolatry is gonna be like revering something as it's God, even if it's not God.
And yes, you're right, right? But can you put it in even more, in even a better context? Like give a few examples, historic examples.
Yeah, historic example would be like, for example, the Canaanites were like worshiping this bull and taking it to be God.
Yes, and there is another one as well. I've got a very good one as well, and that is the pharaohs of Egypt. There is a movie about them that they proclaim themselves to be the gods of Egypt, or gods, right? And so from that we learn, right, even it's mentioned in the Quran, in the Bible, in Torah, in all of them, that you cannot worship a man as a god. And if you worship any entity, a living entity, as a god on the face of earth, whether it's a statue or a cow or anything, right, you're an idolater.
Bro. Okay. Do you have like any argument against Christianity or something?
Yeah, that is the argument. You're worshiping a man.
But you do
Right.
understand that he's still God, right?
No. You've confused yourself into this idea. So the argument with Christian is that they think anything that has a divinity makes it a god, right? There are plenty of prophets that came before Christ as well. They weren't gods. So Christ cannot be God either, right? Divinity does not make one God. This is where you people are completely off the chart, right? It's like a false religion altogether. You've made it up altogether. You cannot worship a man and call it a god.
It's not.
And if you go to Exodus,
it's literally not, because he is God. So you're gonna have to prove that he's not God.
Fantastic. Go to Exodus 33:20.
It's gonna prove Jesus ain't God.
Go on, you're gonna see it.
He said, "You cannot see my face, for no man shall see me and live." What about it?
Yes. Previously, to the previous brother, you mentioned that they are both one entity, right? That the Yahweh and Yahweh is the Father and Christ is the Son. And if they are both on equal term, right? If they are both on equal ground, right? How is it that in Exodus 33:20 it says that you shall not see my face and live? Even the Moses that saw the back of God, his hair turned white, right? How come Jesus had disciples if he was a God, right? There is no logic in your argument of proclaiming a man to be a God. There is zero logic in there. I'm not supposed to be the one to prove it to you that he's not a God.
The
You're
reason
supposed
why,
to be the one to
bro,
prove it to me.
okay, so if he wasn't God, why does his disciples call him God?
This is what you call a misrepresentation, right? You see, you don't know when he was born, you don't know where he got unalived, you don't know how he got unalived, yet you're somehow saying that he had disciples and they called him a God, right? Does it make sense? Does it make sense?
Okay, why did his disciples call him God, and why did he not go against them? Why did he actually bless them for calling them God?
No, he didn't. No, his disciples didn't. I refute it. Prove it to me that his disciples... Listen, this
Okay.
whole thing could be made up altogether. This whole thing could be made up altogether, right? Just, you have to keep one thing in mind, right? One thing you have to keep in mind is that Christianity came from Judaism. And in Judaism,
Okay,
there are
I'll
very,
prove
very
it to you, bro.
religion.
I'll prove it to you. Don't worry. Okay, John chapter 20, verse 28. All right.
Well, you see, you have a religion which is already made up, right? You've already, your religion has this basis. I'm not saying it's a wrong religion or anything. What I'm telling you, worshiping a man is idolatry, right? You can prove it to me.
Bro,
that
you
his
just
disciples
said
called him a
you just
god.
said you reject it. They didn't say that.
I didn't say that. I said that the religion exists, and so there are bases to it, right? But what is the proof of those bases? What is the proof,
proof
of
of
those
what
bases that you're
basis?
proclaiming? The basis of, Christ was a God.
That his disciples called him God. The Old Testament calls him God.
His disciples, if his disciples called him a dog, would he be a dog then?
He wouldn't accept his disciples calling him a dog. He accepts them calling him God.
I'm telling you to prove that he's a God. It's simple.
Okay, great.
You're
So why
worshiping
great.
him.
So great. So why does the Father call him God in Hebrews?
What?
Why does the Father call him God in Hebrews?
Man, keep worshiping him, right? Go ahead.
Answer the question. Why did the Father call him God?
Nah, leave it, brother. You don't have any argument.
I just gave you the argument. I want you to answer. Why did the Father call him God?
Worshipping a man is your argument.
Answer the question. Why did the Father call him God?
Who's the father? It's your father. God doesn't have a father. What is your brain? What are you talking about?
Bro, I'm asking, why did God in the Bible call Jesus God?
Why would God call God?
Okay, bro. Like, this is crazy. They don't got no answers for nothing. I'm gonna be honest. They don't got no answers for nothing. Hello?
Hey, bro.
Yeah, what's going on?
Hi. I think your Bible isn't authentic.
Okay, why do you think that? What evidence do you have?
In the Old Testament, it says that you cannot eat pork, and in the New Testament, it says you can.
That means it's unreliable?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a Muslim, right?
Yeah.
So you just cooked yourself. So you don't believe there's any abrogations in the Quran?
Of course.
Oh, but you said it because they were able to do something at one point and not do it at another time. It makes it unreliable. But you have the same thing in your Quran. It's called abrogation.
How? Nothing in the Quran has been changed.
What is abrogation?
Abrogation is to be changed.
Has any verses in the Quran been abrogated?
No.
Okay, I can show you they have been.
Show me.
Great. Let's go to, let's see. All right, let's go to Sahih Muslim. Let me go to 1050.
We're talking about the Quran here.
I know. I'm going to show you a verse has been changed by the Hadith.
The Quran is authentic.
Okay, I'm going to show you then. Okay?
Okay.
You take Hadith. You're Sunni, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Sahih Muslim 1050. You are the best among the inhabitants of Barsa, for you among the reciters of them. So continue to recite it. But bear in mind that your reciting for a long time may not harden your hearts, as were hardened in the hearts of those
Can
before
you give me the hadith?
Yes, Sahih Muslim 1050. We have used to recite a surah which resembled in length and severity Surah Barat. I have, however, forgotten it with the exception of what I remember out of it. If there were two valleys full of riches for the son of Adam, he would long for the third valley. And nothing would fill the stomach of the son of Adam but dust. So where is that?
You repeat.
Yep.
Repeat that again.
If there were two valleys full of riches for the son of Adam, he would long for the third valley, and nothing would fill the stomach of the son of Adam but dust. Where is that in the Quran?
Hadith is not the same as Quran.
I know it's not. He's reciting something that was in the Quran at some point. Where is it at now?
Hadith, there's different types of hadith. Mutawatir and tariq. Basically, this hadith is a weak hadith. So we cannot take
It's
those
Sahih. What does Sahih mean?
Yeah. Sahih means mutawatir.
What does the word Sahih mean in English?
Authentic.
Oh, so it is authentic.
But it's mutawatir. It's a weak Sahih.
A weak Sahih? Prove it.
Do you know what mutawatir
I'm
means?
saying prove it. Prove it's unauthentic. That's crazy. Y'all rejecting your own hadith. This is crazy. There's got to be some form of like Like anathematization, right? Please prove it's a weak hadith. He left. Yo, we got Muslims rejecting hadiths, bro, in 2025. This is crazy. What's good, Grizzy? This is crazy. We got them boys rejecting the hadiths. That's tough. I cannot lie. Hello.
Hello.
What's going on?
What's going on, bro, man?
What you got, man?
Nothing much. Peace be upon you.
Peace be upon you, man. What you got? Why aren't you Christian?
I'm a Muslim.
Yeah, why aren't you Christian?
I mean, I don't know. We believe we have a good religion. We're not harming people. You guys are not harming people. You stay the way you are. We stay the way we are.
So why do you pick Islam over Christianity, though?
Just like how you was born into Christianity, I was born into Islam family.
So you're only Muslim because you were born into the family. That's it.
No, through my life, I also tested to be different, and then none of them worked. So I was like, this one just fits in correctly in my brain when I tested it out.
What about Christianity didn't fit?
I'm gonna give a weak example, if you don't mind.
Okay.
No, just like one example. So Jesus, he brought people to life, and it wasn't only Jesus, but Elijah and many of them brought people to life. I don't know why Jesus was chosen to be God, not the other ones.
He wasn't chosen to be God, bro. This isn't Mormonism. He's always been God.
Like before he came on earth and after.
Yes. It literally says in John 17:5, he always had the glory that existed before the world even began.
Like I said, it doesn't comprehend in my head why would God come in to taste or feel pain or any of that where he already know what it is.
Bro,
why would he?
That wasn't the point of him coming down. It was to save us and unite our nature with his.
He could save us without coming down. He's most glory.
Bro, okay, but we're saying how exactly would he unite our nature to his without doing that? Without coming down, how do we unite natures with him? Become one with him in that sense?
By doing our good deeds.
That doesn't unite our nature with him.
But if we unite our nature, not gonna go in.
So for example, right? Like if we're trying to like repair something that's been broken.
Okay.
The thing itself can't just try to be better to repair itself, right? There needs to be something exterior that repairs it.
Okay, beautiful.
So in the same way for us, our nature is corrupted. Us ourselves, by repenting and doing good works, is not going to uncorrupt it. The only way to uncorrupt it is by God himself uncorrupting it. He uncorrupts it by taking on flesh.
But now he's taken an action for us.
Yes, he takes on the consequence of sin.
So why can't we say it was a prophet? It wasn't him.
Because it wasn't a prophet. A prophet doesn't have the power to uncorrupt our nature. Only God can do that.
But you don't think God got the power to make a prophet uncorrupt?
No. So he could make someone uncorrupt. My point is, a prophet himself couldn't make all of humanity uncorrupt.
100%.
He makes the prophet uncorrupt because of him coming down and taking on our nature.
But since he came till now, there's still corruption. Even at his time, when he was there.
Yes, that's that. We don't believe there's not like uncorruption yet. There will be uncorruption because he took on that nature. That's why after the resurrection, everyone will have incorrupted natures.
So before and after, and even when he was there was corruption to the point that they crucified him.
Yeah, that's why I said there won't be incorruption until after the resurrection.
So what's the point of him coming down? It could have been a
because
prophet.
if he didn't come down, then there wouldn't have never been incorruption even after the resurrection.
So what's the point of him coming down then? That would make no sense because
for the fifth time. Because if he didn't, there wouldn't have been incorruption after the resurrection.
So everything would have been peaceful,
bro. I'm saying there wouldn't have been incorruptibility, meaning there would have only been corruptibility.
All right. So that's why he came down. That was the only job he had to do.
To uncorrupt our natures and take on the consequence? Yes.
I don't know. I just feel like in my like with all respect to you, may God bless you more than me. But it just like in my head, it doesn't like, you know how you see a 6, I see a 9. I just see a different point of view. If you don't,
Bro, think about if you have like a painting, right? If you have a painting and then someone like douses something on the painting, you don't try to wipe it off and clean the painting. You have to redo the painting, right?
Exactly.
Okay, we're that painting. We got corrupted. We got stained. Now, we can't just be cleaned off, right? There has to be a renewing, a redoing of the painting. The redoing of the painting is going to be God himself taking on that flesh, and he is redoing the painting by being the perfect human.
The painter. Yes, I see your point of view.
So that's the whole point.
I love it.
Just her, everyone else.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you very
bro.
much.
Yeah, you take care, man.
I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day.
All right, you too. Hello.
Hey, man.
What's going on?
Hey, well, honestly, before, I really didn't know, but I looked and studied the King James Version Bible, and it's pretty much right on. It's precise. The literature, everything. So, yeah, I'm Christian. Christ Jesus is God. And, yeah, just wanted to...
Amen, bro. Appreciate you hopping on, man.
Yeah, man, for sure.
All right, man. Take care. Stand drunk on your vibe. Hello.
Oh, can I ask you a question, Nick?
Sure.
Is Catholicism heresy?
Is that I mean, it depends what you're defining as heresy. Not in like the strict sense we typically use heresy.
You know, okay, let me see how to. But do you think heresy has a loose sense? Like you said, not the strict sense, but do you think heresy has a loose sense?
Yeah, because heresy is typically defined by the fathers is going to be something that goes against the ecumenical councils. But they believe in the 7 ecumenical councils. So, again, that's why I said it depends how you define it.
Okay, so you think Catholicism is not strictly heresy, but loosely heresy?
You said what?
So you think Catholicism is loosely heretical?
In the sense that they go against the original church, yeah.
Okay. I just don't think that heresy is like graded like strict and loose, because I just don't see where the fathers ever say it's something loosely heretical. Like they would say it's either orthodox or it's heretic.
Okay, did the church fathers have the same the same thing of heresy as we would today? The same view of what heresy is?
Sorry, I didn't hear you. Did the church fathers do what?
Okay, would for example, would Irenaeus view robber councils as heresy?
Oh, you asked if the church fathers have the same view as heresy as we have today?
Yes.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think the church fathers condemn like Theological and papal supremacy.
Okay,
And
so would Irenaeus view a robber council as heresy?
Would Irenaeus be what?
Would Irenaeus view a robber council as heresy?
I don't hear what you're saying. A robber council?
A robber council. It's like one of the most fundamental things of church history.
A robber. Okay, I think I understand what you mean. Well, I would say by his own principles, like he will judge any council that teaches any like novelty, like Theological, like papal monarchy.
Okay, so would a robber council be considered heresy in that time?
Well, that's what I was trying to say. Like, what I was trying to get into, I would say already back then, if we're talking like around that time period, a robber council would be heretical. Yeah, like for
In
instance,
Irenaeus' time?
Well, let me finish talking. Like, have you read what is it called? The 449, what's the name? I don't know how to pronounce the Latin name, but it's like of Ephesus that was condemned as like heretical. So it wouldn't be like it would be condemned as like a false council teaching heresy. So I would say that in the days of Irenaeus, if any like synod proclaimed any false doctrine, it would be heresy. It wouldn't just be like error or something.
Okay, but do you know what a robber council is?
Sorry, I was mute. And it would be like, well, it depends on how we go there. It would be like, wouldn't it be, okay, let me just go with this definition and see if you agree with it. Like any gathering that would claim any like conciliar authority, but that actually teaches something that's contrary to the truth of the apostles.
That would claim conciliar authority?
Yeah, so it would be like a gathering that claims any like conciliar authority, but teaches anything that's contrary to the apostolic truth.
Not really. They don't. The robber councils didn't all claim authority.
How is that definition? How is that definition?
Because the robber councils didn't all claim authority. Did the robber council of the 6th century claim authority?
Sorry, I was getting text from my.
All right, bro. Just come on when you're actually able to talk. You don't have to keep on coming on the screen every 5 seconds, bro. Good lord. What the heck is this? His GPT mid-sentence? Yeah. Oh, do you disagree with the topic, Ernie?
Hello.
Yeah, what's going on?
I actually just have a question. Regards Christianity in general.
Okay.
Like regarding the like 3 major denominations: Orthodox, Catholic, and Protestant. Like, I don't understand the difference if they all believe in like somewhat the same.
Just because we have minor differences that differentiate us, like things like, for example, the papacy differentiate Orthodox and Catholics, and then Protestants might be something else. It just kind of depends on which Protestant you are.
Okay, well that's it. So.
Alright, yeah, take care. Vegeta with $10 super chat. I love Jesus. I love him too, man. Love you, mans. W mans. Why did Allah copy what Jesus copied by himself? Amen. Thoughts on Presbyterians? It's not good. Like, you should follow the apostles and the church fathers. We follow him better than Christians? Show me. Could you explain the icons? Yeah, we believe they're windows to heaven. So they represent somebody who went to heaven or is in heaven. And then we respect them through that icon. Got a new icon? Yeah, it's fire, huh? Alright, y'all, but yeah, this live's been interesting. We're doing an early live tonight. Only gonna do an hour and a half today, but I will be live again on Tuesday. I'm gonna release a video tomorrow, so if y'all are on the YouTube, make sure that y'all turn my post notifications on, so y'all can be there for that. But I appreciate y'all hopping on, man. I will see y'all next time. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, God bless you all. And yeah, man, catch y'all later.